Baldhead glanced at Tang Hongying and asked, "Bald brother, everything is ready, ready." Tang Hongying nodded continuously, reached out and fumbled and took out a cloth bag from the corner. At this time, many neighbors also gathered around, looking at the bald people. They all hid far away. These guys come here asking for money every month. They are really driving people to death. No, there is no royal law at all. SHH, please keep your voice down. These guys are sent by the Xiao family to collect money on a regular basis. Several neighbors were hiding aside and talking angrily, but no one dared to care. At this time, the bald man took the bag from Tang Hongying's hand, opened it and took a look. What the hell is this? The bald man frowned and turned the bag over. Some worn-out banknotes were scattered on the floor, including 100, 50, 1, and 2 yuan, and even many tens of millions. Malcoins. Can these rags cost 10,000? Baldhead asked Tang Hongying loudly. Brother Bald, it's exactly 10,000. We've already counted it. If you don't believe me, you can count it. Tang Hongying nodded and bowed with a smile. Fart. The bald head kicked Tang Hongying in the abdomen, knocking Tang Hongying to the ground. You want me to count? I don't have that time, so give me 100 notes. Mom. Chen-Ping rushed out of the back room and hurriedly helped Tang Hongying up. His cold eyes swept over the bald people, with a cold light flashing in their eyes. The bald people were stunned and shuddered under Chen-Ping's gaze. Chen-Ping, who asked you to come out? Go into the house quickly and leave it alone. Tang Hongying desperately pushed Chen-Ping into the room. Mom, since I'm out, let me handle this matter. Sit tight. Chen-Ping helped Tang Hongying sit on the stool, then turned around and looked at the bald head coldly. The bald man looked at Chen-Ping and said with a sneer on his face, "Isn't this the guy who beat Master Xiao with a brick and spent 3 years in prison?" He didn't expect to be released. It's just the right time. Today is the wedding day for your girlfriend and Master Xiao. Aren't you, your ex-boyfriend, going to attend? Cuckold turtle. Ha ha ha. The bald man followed by the other boys all burst into laughter. What did you say? Chen-Ping frowned, his eyes full of disbelief. I said that the woman you were in jail for is going to marry Master Xiao today. The wedding will be held at the Regal Hotel. It's so luxurious. Why don't you go and see it? The bald man looked at Chen-Ping with a sneer. Chen-Ping's brows furrowed even more tightly, and he clenched his fists tightly with both hands. Tang Hongying's expression behind her changed again and again, and she was trembling with anger. After all, his son was in jail because of Geng Shan. He didn't expect that this woman would turn around and marry her enemy. Kneel down and apologize to my mother, and I can spare your lives. Chen-Ping's eyes flashed with cold light, and the killing intent rose in his body. The temperature in the room suddenly dropped a few points, and the laughter of the bald people also stopped abruptly. After a moment, the bald man realized what he was doing and said angrily, "What did you say?" "You asked me to kowtow and apologize," the bald man said, and punched Chen-Ping. Even with Chen-Ping's thin body, one punch could knock Chen-Ping to the ground. Bang. But who would have thought that as soon as Baldhead rushed forward, Chen-Ping kicked him out. The bald man suddenly fell to the ground holding his crotch, sweating profusely in pain, and kept wailing. Chen-Ping, you can't fight anymore. Listening to the bald man's wail, Tang Hongying hurriedly shouted at Chen-Ping. Chen-Ping was imprisoned for assault. He had just been released. If he was sent to jail for fighting, what would he do? Beat him to death. Beat him to death. The bald man roared angrily, glaring at Chen-Ping with vicious eyes. Several of the bald men rushed towards Chen-Ping. Chen-Ping glanced at his mother, then flicked his hands suddenly, and several white lights flashed through. Those people all felt their legs go numb and they all fell to their knees. At this moment, the bald man was startled and looked at Chanping with disbelief, and a chill came out of his heart. When the neighbors outside saw the scene in front of them, their eyes widened and they couldn't believe it. "Apologize to my mother." Chanping's cold voice sounded again. The bald man hesitated for a moment, but seeing Chanping's cold eyes, he could only kneel on the ground. "Sorry." The bald head and several of his subordinates began to apologize. "Go away." Chanping waved his hand. He didn't want to kill anyone in front of his neighbors or his mother. If he wanted to kill these gangsters, it would only be a snap. The bald man stood up with the help of his men, gave Chanping a vicious look, and limped away. Obviously he was very unconvinced, but Chanping was not afraid of the bald man's revenge. "Mom, are you okay? Those people are gone." After the bald man left, Chanping asked Tang Hongying with concern, "Hey, what did you do to provoke him when you came out just now?" Tang Hongying complained to Chanping, "Hurry up and pick up the money on the ground. This is all saved by us." Chanping knelt down and put back all the scattered banknotes on the ground. "Mom, I will just make money from now on. You and Dad should have a good rest, and I will also find a way to keep your eyes open." Chanping collected the money and handed the bag to Tang Hongying. "As long as you have this heart," Tang Hongying said, and actually started crying. "Now that you are back, Mom is relieved. If I hadn't been worried about you in the past few years, Mom would have died long ago." Looking at his mother's appearance, Chanping's eyes began to turn scarlet. Bang! Chanping couldn't bear it anymore and punched the only table. Wow, the table was instantly smashed to pieces. "Xiao family. Gang family. I will definitely make you pay the price. I will definitely." The anger in Chanping burned fiercely. Seemingly sensing Chanping's anger, Tang Hongying said hurriedly, "Chanping, you must stop causing trouble. Now that you are out, find a job and everything will be fine." "Mom, don't worry. I know what to do. I'll go out." Chanping comforted his mother and then walked out of the house. He was going to find Geng Shanshan to ask what was going on. After walking out of the house, Chanping still had endless anger in his body. But just as Chanping was crossing the road, a red Porsche suddenly rushed over from the road. It was very fast and knocked Chanping into the air. Bang! Chanping's body fell heavily to the ground. If he hadn't practiced with Lao Longtu, Chanping would have been killed this time. Who doesn't have a good eye when driving? Chanping was already angry, but when he was knocked away when he went out, he became even more angry. "How the hell do you walk without eyes?" Just when Chanping cursed angrily and was about to stand up, a sudden shout came. "I saw the girl getting out of the Porsche." The girl was wearing a white dress and a pair of high heels. She was very beautiful, but she was looking at Chanping angrily. Chanping frowned, and his body that originally wanted to stand up lay back down again. "Which one of us doesn't have eyesight? It was obviously you who hit me. You are a pretty girl, but why does your mouth smell like shit when you talk?" Chanping said to the girl without showing any signs of weakness. "You dare to scold me?" The girl glared at Chanping and suddenly raised her foot, causing Chanping to kick her over. The high heels the girl wears are like sharp knives. If she were kicked on her body, there would definitely be a bloody hole. "You cheat, stop."